Hello there. How's everyone today? I am Mary, and I appreciate you all for stopping by. Thank you so much. Today, I want to do a reading um, about where this election has taken us mentally, physically, spiritually. I know that, the way things have been going, especially with this first week of um, that Orange Peel has been in office. I think that people have been under even more stress because of some of the things that he's been doing. Um, so I just had a little talk with Spirit, and just from what's been showing up um, in the community section in the comments, I can see that people are pretty stressed about what's going on. So, and even myself at times, um, because of how things are happening, even though um, the election didn't go the way most of us expected it to go. He is in there now, and it seems like he's causing even more havoc and more stress. So I just want to do a little reading about how we can kind of, in a sense, try to bring our stress levels down and kind of try to detox from what's happened so far, um, and how we can focus on other things that's going to make us feel better. Okay. So I have my notes here. So I just want to ask Spirit just a few questions and see what the cards say. See what Spirit wants us to know concerning the situation, because it's affecting it's affecting all of us in different ways. Some of us, you know, depends on how you feel about how things are going and where you are in life and that kind of thing. But in some way, the things that are happening right now is affecting us in some kind of way, all of us. Okay. And it's putting a little bit of stress on us. And I feel like I said, just from the comments and everything, I just want to talk to Spirit about what we can do to help get ourselves better, in a better frame of mind. So I have my notes here. So the first thing I want to ask Spirit, and I'm going to lay out a few cards, guys, and then see what Spirit has. And then I'll pull an oracle card at the end of the reading. And I just hope that this will help us to just move forward and be where we need to be for now. You know, there's some things that we can't change, and we just got to look at the process and watch the process play out at this point. But we still need to bring down the stress levels that this political season has brought to all of us. Okay, so first set I'm going to pull is about what the biggest burden is that this political season has placed on us. I'm going to pull two cards for that. And then the second thing is the hidden fears that we have behind the stress. We all, there's some reason that we are stressing. We know that we didn't expect it to go this way, but even beyond that, now that it's gone there, um, what are we fearing? Okay, then I want to know how the energy is affecting us mentally and emotionally. And then I want to know um, what can we do to let go spiritually? What can we do to let go? And then I want to know um, what are some steps that we can take to cleanse our energy so that we feel better behind the situation? And then I want to know um, if I can read my writing here. Okay, what can we focus on instead of the politics? What can we do? Where can we put our focus now? Because there's some things, guys, that just have to play out. And there's not a lot that we can do about it. So we got to figure out where else can we put our focus. And then the last thing I want to ask Spirit is to give us a message um, about how to handle these times. And I'll be using an oracle deck to get that message. Okay. So I've got the cards laid out here. Just want to put my oracle deck there that I'm going to be using. Okay, so the first question was the core of the political stress that's placed this burden on us at this time. And I have the Six of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Wow. Isn't that something, guys? And we know that the King of Pentacles is orange peel or tea rump, whatever you want to call it. And then the six of Pentacles is about can be about balance, but it's also about giving and receiving. So what's caused this burden is that we feel that the election was not handled properly, that our votes were not handled properly. So this is what's really caused the burden, because we feel at this time that T. Rump was only interested. We know that he was all about the money, and we feel like the election was bought by him and his friend Elon. Okay, so this is the burden, and we feel like the scales are balanced now. We feel like there wasn't a true give and receive. We feel that it was lopsided because we feel like the election was stolen. Exactly what Spirit is saying. This is what brought the burden on. Okay, so let's move on, and we're going to talk about what are our hidden fears now that this election has happened and we've gotten the results that we've gotten for now. What are the things that we are afraid of that's bringing about the stress? We have the High Priestess. Spirit is talking, guys. We have the High Priestess, and we have the Ten of Swords. We know that there's some secrets. That's what this High Priestess is all about. And we're stressed about the fact that things have been hidden from us, and we know that things weren't done properly, and we feel like we have been betrayed and stabbed in the back. This is what we're fearing. This is what's behind the stress. And when you think about it, yes, we really do feel like we've been stabbed in the back because we know that things happen behind the scene. And we thought that somebody would step up and make things right. And we feel that things are still being hidden. This is what's behind the fear that's bringing about the stress. Okay, and now I want to know about the energy, how the energy is affecting our mindset, both emotionally and spiritually, um, and affecting our thoughts. And Spirit says we get the Ace of Wands and the Chariot. Emotionally, we're feeling like with this Chariot card, we're ready to move on. This Ace of Wands is saying we want some action to be taken so that we can move on. So it's interfering with our thoughts and our emotions because we know that something um, is being hidden. Something was done that's being hidden. And we know that we were betrayed, but we want some action to be taken. So emotionally, this is affecting us because we're waiting. We've been waiting. When is something going to be done? We know that something is wrong. We need to have some clarity. We need for someone to do something with this Ace of Wands here. It's like, bring us the action. Tell us what's going on. And that's where our emotions are, our thoughts are right now. And it's kind of messing with us because we know that something happened, but we haven't really gotten any clarity on it. So we're waiting um, to get some information so that we can move on from this place. And that is affecting our emotional state and our mindset because that's what we're thinking about all the time for the most part. Some of us, I'm not saying everyone, but for the most part, since this election since it started and we've seen the results, and now that he's in office and he's doing so many things emotionally, it's really affecting our mind, our mental state. Okay. And then what we want to know now is what to do to let go spiritually. It's like what beliefs or um, habits can we think about to help us to let go and release these emotional feelings that we have. And we get the Queen of Pentacles, and we also get Justice. Spirit is here, guys. I don't know what to tell you, but Spirit is listening. So what we're thinking about, this Queen of Pentacles here, we may be thinking about the information. Um, we can know that there is information that was brought about that talked about the money that was involved. It talked about how our security, Homeland Security, um, there's information that came about that. And we know that someone is really focused on making this work, figuring this out. So, and then we have justice. The scales are going to be balanced. So Spirit is saying it, it's being worked on. It's being worked on. And justice will be had. So we can let it go. We can let go of the stress. We can relieve ourselves. Leave it to the people that should be handling this. And of course, Spirit is saying the universe to Spirit. Leave it to those people. Let go of it so that you can relieve yourself of the stress and move on. Okay? We can, worry is not going to help us at this point. Letting it affect our mental state. And, it's going to let it affect our health state, our health. And that is what we need to be focusing in on now, is taking care of ourselves, because Spirit has it. Justice is definitely coming. Justice is coming. Isn't that what Kamala said? So we have to just be patient and wait. Okay. And then we want to know um, some steps we can take to cleanse our energy, to help us um, to move on. So let's see what Spirit has to say about that. Wow. 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 Look at this. We have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. This is like a partnership, a couple. When you see this, it's like they're working together. So Spirit wants us to work with Spirit to help cleanse that energy, take that action. These wands are all about action. So do what you need to do. Take some action. And that could be even doing some things creatively, um, maybe taking some spiritual baths, um, doing something that brings you joy, but you've got to take the action. Don't sit around and let this fester into you. Bring some joy into your life. This is how you're going to cleanse your energy, cleanse your spirit of what we've been through so far. Laugh. Do some things to make you happy. Spirit is in partnership with you. Spirit wants you to know that you can let it go. You can let it go. Be happy. Do what makes you happy. These wands are all about action. We have them showing up here together. The king and the queen together. Spirit is saying, I am working with you. Okay? And you just need to take the time to spend some time on yourself. Isn't that something? And then the last thing I ask spirits to tell us is what to focus on instead of these politics at this time, that's going to help to bring our stress levels down. That's going to help us feel better. And let's see what Spirit has to say about that. And we have the Two of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Spirit is saying, we have a choice to make. We have a choice to make. And we need to figure out how we're going to move on within this process. Spirit is saying, let go of don't be so defensive about it, about the way things happen, because it's out of our hands. It's like Spirit is saying, it's not for us to defend. At this point, it's not for us to defend. Spirit is defending it. Okay? Justice is defending it. So we have to make a choice. It's up to us to choose. Free will. What are you going to decide to do? And it's up to you. After this information that Spirit has just given us, it's up to us to choose the path. We can't continue to hold on to that. We have to let it go. And Spirit is saying, and what I'm hearing is there's more to come. We got to lift our energies. We got to make that choice. right now we're in a place where things just have to play out. Spirit is the defense for us, okay? And we have to make the choice to turn it over. Turn it over. Wow. Now, let me just see, guys. I want to do a couple of my notes here. I want to read a couple of oracle cards because I'm getting chills. I just feel like um, Spirit is here. I think I asked the right questions, and I hope that it helps us to move on and listen, take the advice that Spirit gave us, and we can move on and let the universe handle it. So I need a couple of messages, Spirit, that will help people to move forward. Matter of fact, guys, you know what? I think I'm going to pull 3. That's just what Spirit put into my mind as I'm doing this. So we need 3. I'm listening. I'm listening to Spirit because you can't go wrong when you listen to Spirit. Okay, so I'm going to put 3 oracle cards. All right, Spirit. Okay, there's one. I'm going to use this deck. That one jumped out, so that's what Spirit wants us to know. Give us another one, Spirit. I know you're here. Thank you so much. Give us another one. What else would you like us to know? And then I'm going to use, well, the first deck that I used, guys, was the Ascending Assertion. The second deck that I used was the Oracle of the Universe. And now I'm going to use Love Your Inner Goddess. I'm just following directions here. So give us a card, Spirit. It's going to help us to understand that we need to let the stress go. We need to calm down. Give us one more card, Spirit. 2? Okay. All right. Give us 2. It's 1 and 2. Okay, the first card up, it says, I'm at peace, even at the center of chaos. I am at peace, even at the center of chaos. Even at the center of chaos, I am at peace. That's what Spirit wants you to know. And I will find silence in the noise of everyday life. There you go. I'm going to take a screenshot of that, and you can look at it again. Wow. Oh, God, that's patience. Patience, guys. And I don't know how many times I've gotten that card. Even if this is a different deck, but how many times has Spirit said patience? I was told to pull 2 cards from here, so I did. These are a little harder to read, too. Okay. The first one says, Daughter of the Sacred Heart. And there's a rose here. And I think this is Spirit talking to us, letting us know that we belong to the universe. We belong to spirit, the son or the daughter. Um, and we were, I'm getting this, we were put here at this time to live this situation. This is where we want to be at this time because this is an historic time. But remember who you are and where you came from. You're not alone. And this one says, oh my God. Okay. It says, love who you are. You can see there in the small writing. These are so small. It says, love who you are. This is, spirit is all over this reading. If you love who you are, you know you have to take care of who you are. You have to let stress go. We have to let spirit work this out. We have to let spirit work it out. We have to have patience, turn it over. Okay, guys, I hope this helped you. Please let me know in the comments section if it did. And I will see you on the next read. Have a good one. Bye now.